Hi guys, here we go with another video, and this is episode number 3 for me. I'm new at this, so y'all be patient with me. Excuse me. Today's we're going to be using our Little Monkey stamp set and the Monkey Builder Punch, and then I'm making a happy birthday card, and this set doesn't have a happy birthday in it, so I pulled out my beautiful balloon set that has a nice happy birthday in it. So I'm going to be using that for the happy birthday. The pieces that we're going to need for our card is we're going to need a pecan pie card base at 8.5 by 5.5, and you score that down the middle at 4 1/4. And I like to use my bone folder to give it a good crease. Okay, so we can set that to the side. Then we are going to need 2 pieces of Granny Apple Green, and those are cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And one of those is for the inside of the card, and one is for the front of the card. Then we are going to need 2 pieces of basic white, and I've already done part of that ahead of time so that you don't have to watch me color quite so much. And this is going to be for the front of the card, and this one is going to be for the inside of the card. And then I like to decorate my envelopes, so I've already stamped and decorated the front of my envelope with a little monkey in the tree branch. So that part's already done. Then we are going to need a small piece of the Neutrals Designer Series paper. It comes in a pack that has 4 sheets of each kind, and it's all the ones in the neutral palette, and it comes like this. It's got the little dashes and hearts, and then a diagonal pattern with polka dots on one side. So those are the 2 sides of each of the Designer Series paper, and this one is basic gray. Then we have Blackberry Bliss with both sides. Then we have Crumb Cake. We have Early Espresso. We have Gray Granite, and those both sides. We have Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and this one is the one we're using tonight, is our pecan pie. And then we have the Smoky Slate. So those are all the papers in the neutral palette. So I'm going to set my little envelope aside. Let's put these over to the side and get them out of the way. So now the only thing you're going to have to see me do now, because I've done a lot of it ahead of time, is I'm going to stamp on. This is going to be for the inside of the card, okay? So I'm going to get my tree branch and the Mementos black ink. And we're going to stamp a branch up at the top. Then we're going to turn it around and do another tree branch at the bottom. Just kind of like that one, only this one goes clear down to the bottom. And then we are going to get our happy birthday. And we're going to stamp happy birthday here in the middle in the Granny Apple Green. And then we've got right here the just swinging by to say hi. And on this stamp set, this just swinging by to say, it says just swinging by to say hi. Well, I didn't think I would use that, so I took and just used my scissor and I snipped off the little words to say hi. So now mine just says, just swinging by to say, and then I put the 3 little dots. Okay, but you can also, instead of cutting your stamp, if you don't want to be brave like me and cut your stamp, you can just use a little piece of Scotch tape and mask over the hi, and it will make it so that you don't see that. Or you can just use it just swinging by to say hi. Okay, so that's got that. And this goes on the front of the card. And then now we're gonna have to do a little bit of coloring. And the coloring we're gonna do is going to be, I need to stamp a monkey. Here, I'm not gonna do all the coloring because I've got it already colored and stamped, but I just wanna kind of show you how it works. Okay, so you stamp your monkey. Okay, and then I colored it with the light of the neutral colors of the skin tones. That's what I used for his face, and you can see here it has a fine tip and a thick tip on the blend, and I used the bullet tip as the fine tip to color the face. And his little ears. Okay. And then I use the light and dark pecan pie. And when you order the blends, they come in a set of 2. You get a light and a dark of each of the colors. And I start out by using the dark. And I color right around his little face, kind of like that, and down under his chin, under his belly a little bit, and kind of under his ears. And just wherever you think there might be like a little shadow. Okay, and then I'm going to color on my tree branches just a little bit of the dark. And that's just kind of putting some texture in it. You can kind of see it's nothing fancy. And then we'll go in with the light, with the bullet tip again. And color the little monkey. Okay. I like to have a spare just in case I mess up, because like I said, I'm new at this. And you never know, you could mess up. But this is a card that I made for my great-grandson, Caleb. It was his 5th birthday a couple weeks ago, and I made this card for him. And he really liked it. He is a little monkey. But he's fun. He had his birthday at Gaddytown, which is a pizza place and kind of like Chuck E. Cheese, only better. Don't tell Chuck E. Cheese I said that. They have little rides in there for him to ride and games. It was pretty fun for him. Okay, so there's my little monkey all colored, and the blends, they just blend together. Like you can see there where the shading is. I mean, it just blend together perfect all on its own. And so now I'm going to come in with the light on the tree branch and color the tree branch in. And like I said, I'm not any kind of artist, so, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But the blends, they're just kind of, they're almost like magic to me, because I could never make it look that good all on my own. So here's the last tree branch getting it colored. And like I said, I did some of it ahead of time so y'all wouldn't have to sit and watch me color the whole thing. Almost done with this branch. Looks like my pecan pie is starting to run out of ink. Okay. But I do use it a lot. I think it's about my favorite brown that we have now. Okay, and then we're gonna come in with the light Granny Apple Green on the leaves. And we are just gonna oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm going with the dark on the leaves to start with. And just do that little vine or vein that goes up the middle of the leaf. I'm gonna do just those. Okay, and that's that for that. And then I'm gonna come in with the light and fill in the rest of the leaf. And it kind of just gives it that little bit of shading. So there's that. And almost done. That's about it. Okay, and then we need to do a banana. And you can see here I did that one and it's backwards, so it wouldn't punch out. So I'm gonna do it this way. So now it should punch out for me. Go ahead and put the lid on my ink. Close this ink up. Okay, so now we can bring our punch in, and you just line this up. I like to do it upside down so I can see where it's going. And you line it up as best you can, give it a little squeeze so that it holds it in place, and then give it a punch. Okay, so there's our little monkey. And then, oops, I didn't color my banana. Go ahead and color that little banana in there. And we're done with our markers. Okay, and then let's bring this banana in here. Well, maybe. There we go. And punch our banana. Okay. So now let's see about putting this card together here. Okay. So now this is the front of our card. And with this we're gonna put our DSP on. But first let's put our layers together. And I like to use the liquid glue because it gives me wiggle room. You know, we have the Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. The Stampin' Seal Plus is a real sticky adhesive. And then we also have tear and tape and glue dots. But my favorite is the liquid glue, as I can move things around and get them where I want them to be. Okay, now we're gonna put this on the front of the card. And as you can see here, I cut my high off, and it says just swinging by to say, and then I added 3 little dots with my Granny Apple Green marker. Because mine's gonna say just swinging by to say happy birthday, not swinging by to say hi. And center that up as best as we can. Okay, and then our piece of designer series paper, and see, you could use both sides, it looks cute. But I just think this looks more like a jungle. Okay. See if I can get glue all over myself. And that goes just like that. Okay, so now I want to take my little monkey, and this is where my silicone mat would come in handy. What'd I do with it? Here it is. Here's my silicone mat, and this is real handy for gluing little things because no glue will stick to it. It will just peel right off. But I'm gonna take my little monkey and I'm gonna put him so I can kind of judge where I want. I'm gonna put right on his little hand here, just a little dot of glue. Maybe. Woo! That was a big dot. See? There we go. Get that glue on that silicone mat instead of on my monkey. Okay? And then we're gonna put his little banana in his hand. Okay? So there, oh, maybe. There's his banana. Okay? So now I'm done with that for now. Close that up. Then we're gonna bring in, turn him over, and we're gonna bring in some dimensionals because we want our little monkey to stick up, and this is what we call our take your pick tool. I'm gonna get that glue mess out of my way so I don't set something in it. And I like to use my take your pick tool for everything. Put the Stampin' Dimensionals on there. I use it to get gems and whatnot. Okay, there's that. And then we also have mini dimensionals. To go on the littler spots. You can see how tiny those are. I'm gonna put that over there by that banana. That will help hold it on there. Okay, put that away. And then we can take our dimensional backings off. I like to just dab them and pull them off. That way I keep them wrangled. You'd be surprised at how many of these little backs I get all over my whole house. Not even when trying to keep them wrangled up, I still get them everywhere. And then we're gonna take our card and put our monkey hanging from the tree. Okay? And he's just swinging by to say, and then on the inside of the card, we're gonna put happy birthday. So I need some more glue. I'm gonna glue down my green, Granny Apple green mat piece. Okay. And then this is going to be our place where we can write a message and sign our card. And get it as straight as you can. And there it is. Now, one last thing. We got some bling, these are the, what are they called? The opaque ovals. And they come in Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lolly, and Pecan Pie. So I think I'm gonna use a couple of these on the pecan pie. And this is where I use the putty end of my take your pick tool, and you just kind of pick it up and set it down. And then I'm gonna use a bigger one down here. You can see where I made a little bit of a smudge. Put one there. And then another little one, maybe down here. You like to work in 3s or 5s, odd numbers pretty much. But so there's our little card. So what do you think of it? There's the card with the envelope. And I think it turned out pretty cute. So I hope you enjoyed making this card with me tonight, and hopefully it'll inspire you to make some cards for the little ones in your life. And I ask that you come back and see me again. And I'll have the dimensions and the full list of products listed on my blog, and that's at Katie's Happy Stampers at blogspot.com, and it will have a link to my shop, and I should have a link in the description below this video. I'm just now learning how to do that, so hopefully it'll be there later on today. So hopefully we'll see you next week, and y'all have a blessed week and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.